Have you ever met someone and just knew something was off? They said all the right words. They smiled. But something inside you whispered, something's not adding up. That's because people are constantly giving away clues, tiny signals hidden in their words, their body language, even their breathing. And once you learn to see these clues, you can read anyone instantly. Today, I'm going to show you 12 powerful psychological tricks that will make you see people in a completely new way. By the end of this video, you won't just hear what people say, you'll feel what they mean. And I promise. Trick number 9, once you learn it, you'll never be able to unsee it. Let's get started. 1. The eyes never lie. Here's the truth. If you want to read someone, don't look at their smile. Look at their eyes. Eyes reveal what words try to hide. Are they holding steady eye contact? That usually signals confidence or deep interest. But darting eyes? That often means discomfort, anxiety, or a secret. And here's the real magic. Micro glances. Watch where someone glances quickly before coming back to you. That's often where their attention or their feelings really are. Once you start noticing this, you'll understand people before they even speak. But that's just the beginning. Because next, I'll show you a trick that makes people open up without even realizing it. 2. The power of the pause. This one is so simple, but so powerful. When someone finishes talking, don't respond. Pause. Most people jump in immediately, but if you wait a few seconds, that silence feels heavy. And you know what happens? They keep talking. That's when the truth comes out. The thoughts they didn't plan to share, the feelings they didn't mean to reveal. Try it in your next conversation. You'll be amazed at what people say when you simply stay quiet. But here's where it gets really interesting. You can even tell what someone is really thinking just by looking at their feet. 3. Feet don't lie. You can fake a smile, you can fake your words, but your feet, they don't lie. Here's the trick. People's feet naturally point toward what they care about most. In a group conversation, look where their feet are pointing. That's who they're really interested in. At a party, if their feet point toward the door, guess what? They're already thinking about leaving. It's subtle, but once you see it, it's impossible to unsee. Now, speaking of subtle, this next one creates instant connection, and almost nobody knows they're doing it. 4. Mirroring. The hidden dance. Have you ever felt like someone just gets you? Like you're instantly in sync? That's probably because of mirroring. When people feel comfortable, they unconsciously copy your body language, your posture, tone, even how fast you speak. And here's the hack. If you mirror them first, you can create that same connection on purpose. Match their energy. Adjust your tone. Subtly mirror their gestures. Do it gently and watch how quickly they feel like you're just like them. But there's another body part that tells even deeper truths, and most people completely overlook it. 5. Watch their hands. Hands are powerful storytellers. Crossed arms, defensiveness, open palms, honesty, fidgeting fingers, nervousness. And here's a secret. When someone hides their hands in pockets, under a table, behind their back, they're subconsciously protecting themselves. Next time you talk to someone, don't just listen to their words. Watch what their hands are saying. But reading people isn't just about individual gestures. It's about noticing when they change. And that's where the real magic happens. 6. Baseline and breaks. Every person has a baseline. They're normal. Do they usually talk fast, use big gestures, laugh often? Once you know someone's baseline, look for breaks. Sudden changes in behavior. A calm person who suddenly fidgets. A talkative person who suddenly goes quiet. A smiling person whose face suddenly drops for just a second. These breaks are emotional leaks. Moments when someone's real feelings break through the surface. Pay attention to those. They almost always mean something. And speaking of small signals, this next one is so subtle yet so powerful that once you learn it, you'll start noticing it everywhere. 7. The tilted head watch. This next time you talk to someone, do they tilt their head while listening? It's a sign of curiosity, of empathy. It means they're engaged. But if their head stays straight, their expression frozen, that often means they're guarded. It's a tiny signal, but it reveals how safe someone feels with you. And now, let's talk about one of my favorite tricks. It's so simple, but it gets people to reveal their real feelings every time. 8. Ask one more question. When someone gives you an answer, don't stop there. Ask one more question. Not in a pushy way, in a curious way. Example. How was your day? Fine. Fine. Gentle tone. Well, actually, it was kind of stressful. That one extra question opens the door. People reveal so much more when you go just a little deeper. But what if you could tell how someone feels? Without them saying anything, you can. By watching how they breathe. 9. Watch how they breathe. Here's something most people never notice. Breathing reveals emotions. Shallow, fast breaths, that's anxiety, stress, or fear. Slow, deep breaths, that's calmness. And here's the fascinating part. If you slow your breathing, theirs often slows too. People subconsciously match the breathing of those around them. So not only can you read their emotions, you can influence them. And that leads us to one of the most important tricks of all. The one that helps you see the truth when words don't match feelings. 10th, words versus tone. Here's a secret: when words and tone don't match, believe the tone. If someone says, "I'm fine," but their voice is shaky, they're not fine. If they say, "I don't care," but their tone is sharp, they do care. The voice carries emotion more honestly than words, so listen between the lines. And if you think that's subtle, this next one will blow your mind. 11. The blink rate. People blink without realizing it, but their blink rate tells you everything. Fast blinking, nervousness, stress; slow blinking, calmness. And if their blinking suddenly changes while talking to you, that's often when they're uncomfortable or hiding something. Once you start noticing this, you can't unsee it. But all of these tricks lead to one final truth, and this one, you've always had it. 12. Trust your gut. Your brain is smarter than you think. It picks up on micro signals you can't consciously explain. That gut feeling when something feels off, that's your subconscious screaming, "Pay attention." So listen to it. Your intuition is often right. Reading people isn't about judgment. It's about understanding. It's about seeing beyond their words, noticing the story they're not telling, and connecting on a deeper level. These 12 tricks won't make you a mind reader, but they'll help you understand people in ways you never imagined. So next time you're with someone, slow down, watch, listen, and you'll see what they're really saying. Now I want to ask you, which of these tricks will you try first? Drop it in the comments. And if you want a part 2 with even deeper hacks, hit that like button. Because once you learn to read people, life changes forever.